Okay, anyway, Deload. Deweist. I'm a bucket. You know, hold on, whoop. Hold the phone, Chocolate! 1 second. Okay, okay. Yes, Chocolate? Did you find an actual cat? Like last time? What happened? You both are so excited. I just come back from shopping to find the two of them in really high spirits. I couldn't imagine what had changed so drastically in the little time I'd been out. Well, maybe they were really getting into the cat toy. Yeah, I get it's amazing, but what exactly is it? That's something I never understood about Star Trek. When they're always like, Captain, I think you better come see this. Why not just tell the captain? Typically it's something that's dangerous or something that's bad. It's like, just tell him. Like, it takes, like, what, like 10, 20 minutes to actually walk to where they want him to be? That's terrible, terrible, etiquette for a military. Faster to have a look. It's just an empty room. Chocolate and Vanilla pulled me toward the empty room. What? Yeah, seriously, what? Did his younger sister come in here and just redo everything? That is really cute, though. I love the frills and everything on the whatever the heck they're called. Drawers. And that's cool. I love the pattern on this. This is a really nice looking room. The heart table. Aww. The moment the door opened, there was pink and white spread before my eyes. Is that a euphemism? The colors overflowed from the floor, bed, dresser, and cushion with their antique rose design. There seemed to be a sweet, high-class scent wafting throughout it. And wafting. Clearly, a room that wasn't there before was spread out before my eyes. I immediately started to wonder if I'd somehow walked into another dimension. Is this VHS 3? Super duper. Pretty nice. Now that you mention it, it has the same feel as your room back home, huh? And just bring the stuff from their house over here. I found myself greatly confused as I leaned against the wall. I remembered it was one of Shigure's hobbies to decorate each of the cat girls' rooms with something, something like this. Because of our traditional parents, Shigure herself had a relatively normal Japanese-style room, so it seemed like she poured all her effort into the room instead of her. That's why she wears the kimono. Or, yeah. Yeah. So what's his face wear, then? Shigure did also say she dressed the cat girls according to her own taste, too. All of them except for Maple. Who looks more street, as opposed to the others. So Shigure is the input character for Sayori, I would suppose. Since to is the Japanese word for and, putting chocolat, to, chocolate, chocolato. Oh, wait, oh, what? While Shigure might have been an education freak, I'd forgotten how much she really did spoil them. Speaking of which, when did the girl have time to set all this up? She must have brought all this while I was out. That really speaks volumes about her abilities. Well, this is your room, so use it as you wish. Figured it out. Shigure is actually Toby. She can teleport. Well, you do have that expensive-looking bed and all.
しぐれがご主人もきっとそう言うだろうからって。
Huh?
ご主人様の部屋もお揃いで素敵です。
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Actually, that's awesome. Heck, if it had a bit more of a purple lean as opposed to pink, that'd be amazing. I'd love a room like that. And if they replaced the teddy bear with, I don't know. I have no idea. But still, look at the oh man, the mirrors and everything, the design on the wall around them. This is awesome. Move out of the way, Vanilla. I want to see what the bed itself looks like.
ご主人ベッドも負けず劣らずバインバインのふっかふか。
This is why he never told his sister where he lived.
どうですどうです。ご主人様も嬉しいですか？
Personally, I'd probably be speechless.
しぐれの兄思いな心にはほんと頭が下がるね。
Wow. Shigure! Yes. There was no way I could just throw out all the new things in the room, and so I became burdened with the glorious fantasy princess room. But surprisingly, I slept extremely well, so I didn't complain. Ouch. Bouncy, bouncy, it's so bouncy, meow. I'm drowning in a sea of fluffiness. Crawling in my skin! I'm drowning in a sea of fluffiness. Oh, such an emo thing to say. Oh, they're actually good at their job now. And he has actual customers.
いらっしゃいませ。メニューはこちらになりまして、おすすめはこちらの看板です。お待たせしました。季節のミルフィーユとチョコモンブランになります。
Sounds so good.
あ、店内でのご飲食でしたらばこちらへどうぞ。
I don't even need sweets, but this sounds really good though. Like, just looking at that. It all looks so nice.
お会計はこちらで。ドライアイスはお使いですか？
Dry ice. I would take some just to throw it into a pool afterwards and just watch. Alright. Maybe I'll take this moment to bake some more sponge cake for the shortcakes. I looked through the window at the bakery floor and saw that the customer traffic had calmed down a bit. Glancing at the clock, I saw it was almost 3 p.m. It seemed that selling out and closing early on opening day actually got us notice. Well, you know. Thanks to some tweets and tweets? What does it take place in the modern day then? Okay. Do they use those in Japan? I guess, well, yeah, obviously they do. I mean, I know about the Twitter of a couple of artists that I follow in Japan, so. Thanks to some tweets and blog posts, word of mouth had spread, and we were really busy the next day. Speaking of tweets and stuff from Japanese people, when are those guys working on, when are Little Meteor going to finish their project, eh? Come on, guys. Come on. They might have already finished it, I just haven't checked recently. If they have, then I'm getting that. Hold on a second, I'm gonna check right now. Okay, Little Meteor is redeveloping TSF Forefront for Unreal Engine 4, apparently, so it's gonna be a little bit before it's released. It was supposed to have been released, like, last year, but they, stopped and we didn't know why. Or they were postponing it, we didn't know why. Now we do. Cool, well, I'm excited, and also, they have, an example here of using that same, software that this game uses for the movement of the characters. They're using that as well. Let me just... I can read. I may be able to read Japanese, but I can't translate it. 1 second. It's an open source system. Idle. Members of the meteor. Development by escapism. Open source system idle. So this is emote. I've heard of it. I just never have used it. I never even thought about using it. But you know, it's actually a good idea. This, yeah, emote. That's the name of the software. Okay, well now you know. It's called emote. You could argue that it was just a big coincidence, and this was definitely all because of Shigure. But this was definitely all because of Shigure.
ご主人様、フルーツショートケーキがもう少ないです。あとシュークリームも。
Got it. I'll start making more now then.
ご主人、誕生日ケーキのオーダーもらった。注文書ここに入れとく。
Holy butts. Alright, I'll check it later. I think we need to hire some more chefs. Maybe 1 or 2. To think Jock and Valen are actually able to help out this much. What would he have done without them? He would have had to hire some more. I watched as the two of them quickly and energetically engaged the customers. Is he allowed? Because I remember they said that they had to get those bells in order to work, like a permit type thing, unless they're working for free. But like, clearly he seems to plan to get them those bells if he hasn't already. I don't remember, but I didn't see them on their necks. So, I mean, if that had happened, it happened off screen. Either way, is he actually looking to eventually pay these two? Shaka was enthusiastic as always, while Vanilla showed her attention to detail. And even if they get money, what can they use it for? Are they allowed to just go out and buy things on their own? They greatly contributed to the rising fame of the bakery as La Soleil poster cat girls. I really didn't expect much when I sought their assistance, but they've been a big help. Well, it's about time for a break, huh? This one is almost done anyways. Oh, the phone. Okay, I just wanted to make sure Loyla was still recording the game and not the emote website. I lightly stretched my neck side to side as I looked through the ingredients. Wow, that's exactly what I do all the— Ow! I do that all the time, stretching my neck side to side. For the next batch and put them in the refrigerator. This game knows. It's like Tomodachi Life. It's psychic. Good work, you two.
これはご主人様、これはチーズケーキになりますか?
Man, cheesecake. I may not eat sweets that much, but cheesecake I love. Cheesecake and Oreos, those are really those are really the only two sweet things that I eat. No, there's a third one. Green tea ice cream. I love green tea ice cream. There's this Chinese store near me that is the only place in this entire city that sells it. I'm so happy I found them. There's this Chinese store called Hayo. And I would never have gone in there were it not for one of my flatmates. So I'm glad that they took me in there forcefully, or else I never would have found it. But man, those 3 things: Oreos, cheesecake, just any cheesecake, and green tea ice cream. Love those 3.
しかもレアだよ、ショコラ。表面がツヤツヤ。
Rare? Doesn't he make it? This is because you two have worked so hard. I've been working so hard. As requested, here's your reward.
ご主人様。ショコラたちのためだけのレアチーズなんですね。ご主人、優しい。これが労働の喜び。
The eyes of the 2 cat girls were sparkling as they looked at the rare cheesecake with delight. It was worth it to see them happy. I sat down in the chair and poured hot water into the teapot.
バニラ、この感動をしぐれちゃんにも分けてあげたいと思うんだよ。でも私たちは携帯とか持ってない。そっか、じゃあ写メできないね。
What is it with the Japanese in doing this? Like, that's all you ever see. If you go to, speaking of Twitter, does Twitter have pictures? And then it's something similar to, I don't actually know, I'm not familiar, I don't use it, so I'm not, but That's just... What is it with the Japanese and doing that? Taking pictures of their food. You know, no. Now people in the West are doing this too. Why?
デジカメもない猫には無力。
This is a weird concept.
そうだ。カメラがないならスケッチだよ。この感動を絵に残すの。というわけでご主人、私とショコラを描いてほしい。手早めにお願い。キリ。
Is what's his face artist? Just hurry up and eat it. Break time is almost over. I calmly urged them to as I poured 3 cups of coffee. Oh, calmly. Oops. As always, these 2 cat girls had limitless energy, but I seriously wonder if they were trying to act as silly as they were being.
ではでは、いただきます。絶妙な甘さ加減、少しだけレモンの効いた爽やかさ、おいしい。この底のクッキーも少しビターな味付けが。
I have to hear that again.
この底のクッキーも
Cookie.
少しビターな味付けが。
I'm glad you two like it. I made some sauce for it too. I'd help if you two could give me some feedback on, or it'd help if you two could give me some feedback on it.
ショコラの大好きなチョコレートソースがあるじゃにゃいですか。こっちは私の好きなベリーソース、抹茶のパウダーまで。こんな至れり尽くせりでいいのですか。こんな幸せが許されるというのですにゃ。
No.
おいしい。どれもちゃんとレアチーズと引き立て合って美味しさが倍度に。
Man, I want to be eating this now. God, this is making me hungry. Stop.
美味しいですよ、ご主人様。プロみたいです。
Oh my
本
gosh.
当にプロの味。ご主人
Did
超
Sayori
かっ
like
こいい。
eat a cheesecake right before writing this? Or what? Like, well, I am a beginner, but I can at least do this. Oops, my mouse went off the screen. They've probably been waiting for an opportunity to praise me, so I suppose it's a good thing. After hearing the request, I actually secretly did some research on making rare cheesecakes, but I'll leave that as a secret.
ご主人様のご褒美嬉しいにゃ。褒めてもらった上に美味しくて幸せだにゃ。私たちすごく働いてるからね。ご主人一人じゃ辛かったでしょ。えへん。
You're right. You two really were a big help. There. Oh. I thought he was giving them something. Like, there. But no, it was more of a there. I patted both the genuinely happy chocolate and the proud vanilla on the head.
ショコラ、ご主人様のためにもっと頑張ります。もっと頑張りますから。ね、バニラ。自分の食いぶち分くらいは働く。居候と言われない程度に。もう素直じゃないんだから。バニラもケーキ屋さん気に入ってるんでしょ。ショコラと一緒に働くの楽しいからね。それだけだから。
Chocolate here kind of reminds me of Riku as portrayed in 10-2.
にゃはは、バニラの方赤いぞ。そんな子はほっぺふにふにしちゃろう。ふにふに。別に赤くの。
And vanilla kind of reminds me of Pain in 10-2, in that scene where they perform blasphemy at the hot spring on Ronso Mountain.
こら、食べてる最中はダメだってご主人も言って。
My poster cat girls were such adorable little things. I watched them go as I poured another cup of tea. Wait. Oops. Ah, gosh dang it. I can understand why cat girls make great mascots, though. It was heartwarming and sweet to see them act like such happy sisters. Are they actually sisters? Since you two are helping me this much, you're going to have to really study hard, right?
勉強なのですか?
Oh, yeah. This is what we were just talking about to get the necklace things.
経営ご主人はもう会長職に引退を決意?
No! You think I'm going to retire a few days after opening? Studying for your qualifications. You two remember what Shigure said, right? Upon hearing my words, their blank expressions changed as their eyes began to shine.
資格って鈴?
Suzu. Yep. You two are working really hard as poster cat girls after all.
ご主人様、それって
Chocolate and Vanilla turned to each other with looks of amazement. Suddenly, they both stood up and bent forward across the table.
それってショコラたちがちゃんと役に立ってるってことですか? しっかりお仕事できてるってこと?
Of course. That's what I said, right? If you two weren't around, I don't think I'd be able to keep the bakery going. Just like before, I tapped their heads in thanks again.
ショコラが鈴持ちになったらご主人様は喜んでくれますか?
Do you want a bell? Ah, of course.
看板猫が2匹とも鈴持ちだったらご主人の鼻も高いからね。
Yeah, I'm proud of you two, but as your owner, I want to have proof that I raised you two well, too. That's why you two should work for your own sake as well. I'll also do my best alongside you two. Two! Oh my gosh, stop using the word... I'm using, like, words that sound like two. I ruffled their hair. They closed their eyes and smiled even more brightly than before.
はい、ショコラは頑張ります。めっちゃ頑張りますよ。ご主人様がショコラなしじゃいられないくらいに頑張りますから。鈴、ちゃんと取ったら遊びにも連れてってくれる?
I already take you two out.
私、行ってみたいところいっぱいあるからね。
What are the rules here? I take them to the store. Where can they not go? I mean, clearly they can't go with places that say no pets, but... sure. Whether it's amusement park or the aquarium, I'll take... Oh! That makes sense. Can't take cats to the aquarium, I suppose. Oh, that's right. I remember she said aquariums were some of her favorite places, and I was like, good, she's a girl after my own heart. Probably not a good place to take cats either. What? Well, you can take cats to places where you can see the aurora. And to the moon. You mean the Sea of Tranquility? Within reason, okay? Are you two listening? The two cat girls were lost in their own fantasy worlds while their eyes gleamed. I never thought that they'd start dreaming of going overseas or even space. The cat girls' dreams obviously weren't something to make light of. They were incredible. Don't need a passport. A bell for that. Surely not. You think you'd be the first person on Mars? Hey, break's over, you two. Get to it. It was a bit of a struggle to bring Chocolate and Vanilla back to reality after they traveled so far mentally. What? How you do you? My name is Chocolate. They're trying to speak English, yes. A few days later, on a day off. Okay. Wow, her head is actually that large. Because if you look at it, her hair's not being displaced by the bandana, unless it's a really loosely tied bandana. Her head is actually that big. Ew.
準備はいいですか? ショコラ、バニラ。おっす。準備 OK であります。しぐれちゃん先生。おっすおっす。私も OK でありまする。いいですか? 鈴持ちに必要とされる条件は、人間の生活の中に猫一匹で溶け込めるか。すべてのテストはこの一言に集約されるのです。はい、副将。
Remember, only a single cat girl can fit into society, so there will be a fight to the death.
すべてのテストはこの一言に集約されるのです。
We are the board.
違います。その前です。その前。試験なら今の罰ですよ。罰。
I guess you could have misunderstood it like that, though. I sipped some tea in the living room while I watched the cat girls and while I watched what the cat girls and Shigure were doing. On that note, I hadn't realized that Shigure's motherly mode was so intense. I've been with her since she was born, but this is the first time I've seen her like this, including that headband of hers.
カーショーが資格の勉強の仕方を教えてくれなんて頼み事なんかすっからだよ。ここ数日しぐれのテンションがガチ上がりでマジ困ったもんだったぞ。
カショウ様に頼られたことが本当に嬉しかったみたいでね。お店のお休みまで待ちきれない様子で代わりに私たちが勉強を教えられたりしたよ。
Azuki and coconut. What is an Azuki again? I didn't even look this up. You know what? I could do that right. I'm not going to do it right now. I don't want to. Anyway, who came with Shigure nodded their heads as they drank their tea. Looks like Shigure has been bothering Looks like Shigure has been bothering those two without me knowing, huh? I'll give them some cakes to take home later. Yep, that should be okay. I love the Asuka's little thing underneath her whatever it's called. Underneath the collars of her overshirt thingy. They have little like cat ears on them.
人間界の常識やルールを理解して猫の習性や本能に負けず理性で自分を律した行動ができるか。
Well, hey, looking at the way society's going now with all the liberal stuff, you guys won't even have to worry about a common sense or rules anymore because that's going out the window.
これを乗り越えた猫こそが本物の猫たりえるのです。そんなショコラはまだ本物の猫じゃなかったんだ。どうしよう。まあ猫は猫だからそんなうろたえなくても大丈夫。落ち着いて。バニラ、そんな悠長なことを言っていてはいけませんよ。早く立派な一人前の猫になるという気持ちこそが自立した猫としての大事なことなのです。ショコラもバニラも早く兄様のパートナーになりたいでしょ。おっす、ご主人様のパートナーになりたいです。おっす。まあとりあえずショコラのパートナーであればあとはクビにならない程度に。
Kind of separation anxiety waiting to happen right there.
バニラには覇気が足りねえよな。ポケットしてマイペースつうかバリバリバリバリ。
Ew. Don't talk with your mouth.
ちゃんとやることをや
Oh
るから。
gosh, stop.
やる気が正面に出ないだけでバリバリバリバリ。
This is so gross. Why? So that's the onomatopoeia in Japanese for munching? You two take it pretty easy too, though. I joked back at them as I prepared some more snacks. That's just how cat girls were, though.
人の世では論より証拠と言います。私が口で説明するよりも実際に体験した方が早いでしょう。まずはあずきのお手本を見せてあげましょう。
Oh, Azuki, not Asuka.
あずき、長子の猫として松前たちに鈴持ちの猫たる姿を見せてあげなさいな。
She's been doing that, and as far as we know, Azuki is not the right one to be showing them.
なんだ、めんどくせえな。ギャラでんだろうな、ギャラ。
Acting like a real human already.
あずきちゃん、よろしくお願いします。よろしくね、あずき。では鈴持ちの猫の強靭な意志、兄様もとくとご覧あれ。
We already know Azuki's strong will. With pride, Shigure reached into her kimono, rummaged around, and pulled something out. What?
はい。
What?
猫まっしぐらな油の乗り切ったテラッテラの大トロがあります。
Heck, I'd clamor for that. But what was just like exposed meat doing inside of her kimono? Where did you pull that? Where did you pull out? God damn it! Where did you pull that piece of fatty tuna from? Toro.
こんなこともあろうかと用意しておいたのです。
What?
一言で言えば兄様への愛にございます。
No, I'm not asking why you did it. I'm asking about where you got it from.
そのような意図小さなことは置いておきまして。
I was completely shut down. I felt like there was more than enough slapstick for now, though. Yep.
普通の猫ならば目の前に大好物を出されたら本能的に飛びついてしまいます。
Toro is her favorite food?
ですがこれを小豆の目の前にぶら下げても
My favorite food is sea urchin. Uni. Oh man, that's so good. It took me years though to like it. Like I hated uni the first couple times I had it, but my parents forced me to have it. And then after like a month or so, I loved it. A month of actually like 30 days of going to sushi. I don't mean like a month, like we had sushi within like a month multiple times. I mean, after about 30 times going to sushi. I loved it, and my parents are now upset because it's the most expensive. It's one of the most expensive things on the menu. I think Asuki needs to be put down. You can't train a cat. You can try, and they'll sometimes obey you, but when they don't want to, they don't want to.
そのあず
Are we gonna see her beat the animal?
あちょあずき
I love how sometimes they really do act like cats. It's gone. Like, it took it and it's gone. It's gonna hide so it can eat it in peace. I love cats.
ご本今のは悪い例です。あずきには後でお仕置きをするとして
Ah, so there are punishments.
ココナッツ耐久猫じゃらしココナッツ準備はいい？
お任せください、しぐれ様。
Maybe if you'd surprised her like you did Asuki, then
行
she
きま
might
す
not.
兄様よくご覧くださいね。あずきとは違うところをお見せしましょ
Maybe
う。
if you move the camera up a little bit. Her head's being cut off. This will be more useful to this will be more useful for Chocolate and Vanilla than me.
頼みますよココナッツ。
She's not listening at all. Well, so long as Chocolate and Vanilla are watching, it should be okay.
はいせいおおさすがココちゃんすごいノーリアクションなんだよ。
Essentially, this is so that people don't take advantage of them out in the world, I suppose.
全く気にする素振りすらない。まさに大物の風格。
Wait a second. Wait 1 second. The front hair of them is exactly the same, just flipped. It's just reversed. It's the exact same drawing. I just noticed that. And if it isn't, then that means they already did a bad job of trying to differentiate them.
この程度褒めてもらうほどのことでもないよ。この程度のこと、しぐれ様の猫として当然だし、こんなの何時間でも続けられ。
Something's gonna go wrong. Oh. Oh no. It's just somebody going into a microphone.
どうしたのココちゃん。
How does Chocolate not notice it? And personally, humans would go after those too, so... Seriously, you're not even trying. It's like... That'd be better. So, Chocolate, have you taken a shower within, like, the last couple of days? Are you deaf? The voice crack! Oh my gosh! That fly just hit puberty. Oh my gosh. fights like cats do. Like, I mean physical fights. You know, I remember, my current cat, Angel, we had another cat before her that passed away, Kiko, and, when they would get into fights, over anything, Kiko would usually, like, be the one to roll on her back while Angel would, like, sit high and mighty, looking down at her. And Angel would usually try and take the high ground, like she'd sit on tables or something during fights. But Kiko would do like rapid hits, like as fast as she can, and Angel would just take it, and then Angel would just do like one powerful smack, and Kiko would go down. It was wonderful. Kiko was huge, though. Like, she was younger, and she, was much larger. But Angel was the alpha. Angel's always been the alpha. She's a veteran. Like, she's outlived so many, well, just 2 other cats, but, like, other animals that we've had. I'm amazed. Like, Angel's incredibly healthy. One of them died of a blood clot. Another one died of some type of illness that we had no idea what it was. Neither did the doctors, or the vets. But Angel's, man, she's like a robot.
ごめんショコラ、つい。
今のは強烈だったね。猫だからしょうがないとはいえ。
That was pretty intense. Are you alright? The cat girls at home are like that?
一応あずきもココナツも試験にはほぼ満点で合格してるはずなのですが、あれ
？Those two couldn't act independently at all.
Nekopara.
Toro is really delicious. Where'd you go with it? Is there just like tuna lying around my shop now? That's gonna start to smell bad if I don't clean it up.
問題もございません。大船に乗った気持ちでお任せください。はーい。面倒だけど来てあげたわよ。
Are we gonna see these two fail now?
こんにちは、歌唱さん。微力ながらお力添えに参りました。
Sorry to make you come all the way here, Maple Cinnamon.
ほんとよね。私が来てあげたんだから感謝してよ。可愛い妹たちのためですから気にしないでください。メイプルとシナモンにはペーパーテストの方を見てもらおうと思います。
Written exam. So does that mean we're done with the actual training for today?
おす、勉強も頑張ります。先生たちよろしくお願いします。おすおす、よろしくお願いします。
There was no point in even making a joke here. Yeah, I got that. Well, considering what happened earlier, things should be alright from now on. Probably. Tabud.
では、あとは若い猫たちに任せて、私たちは兄弟水入らずのお茶としましょうか。
I could use some tea. Huh? Is this what studying for a written exam is supposed to be like?
先生が何人いても仕方ないですからね。鮮度を多くして船山に登るです。あ、そうそう、私が作りました一口おはぎをお持ちしたのです。ぜひ兄様に食べてほしくて。
I don't know what ohagi is. Strange, you use the English name for so many other stuff, but then that one. One second, I'm gonna look it up. What is ohagi? Ah! Botamochi? Oh, it's similar to ohagi, but it's not actually. Ew. That looks gross. Well, whatever.
あと良い茶葉も手に入りましたのでお供に。台所をお借りいたしますね。いそいそ。
Family members just come in and use your kitchen if you have a business? Well, even if she's like this, she did help the 4 of them pass that exam. In any case, I said nothing and continued to watch them.
基本はロシア文字って出る口ね。 これ覚えとくと結構使えるから。すっごー、
What?
メイプルちゃんすっごいよ。打てない顔文字はないよ。マスター、顔文字マスターだよ。かっこいい。
Emoticons. Right.
ショコラは本当にいいリアクションするわね。でもこの程度で驚いててどうするの？次はライソスタンプね。うわー、かわいい。これ超かわいい。これ何？これ何なの？バニラちゃん、心の準備は
They really did get a likes to work together.
そのお花はね、そのおしべとめしべっていうのがあってね。
This is gonna be on the exam? Most people don't even care about that unless they're botanists. Or in chemistry. Which I did both study. And I'm not in either of them, so I guess... Yeah, I guess people do have to learn that, so... Because I did, so I guess... I had to study both botany and chemistry. Neither of those have ever come into play for me. Really, they do have a lot of double over.
おしべとめしべがね、
You said that.
その愛し合ってぐちょぐちょにぐちょぐちょになると赤ちゃんがね。
This is getting gross.
シナモン、発情してないでちゃんと教えて。発情にゃんて。
What the...
私これでも鈴持ちのお姉ちゃんにゃんだから。
Is this like her time to be fertile or something?
こんな理科の教科書くらいで保健体育の教科書でもあるまいし。
You could teach her how snails do it, because that's one of the weirdest things in the animal kingdom.
お姉ちゃん不甲斐ない。いやー、ダメ、そんな目で私を見ちゃダメ。にゃー。
Just what are they up to now?
一般常識と小学生くらいの学力は必要とされますから。
How is that common knowledge? Who cares about Stamen and Pistils?
最近は猫を使った犯罪もあったりしますしね。人間界の一般教養が必要なのです。
Well, cat steal. I mean, I can only imagine if like raccoon people were in this reality. Looks to me like they're only playing with phone apps and reading strange books, though.
兄様、こちらのきなこのやつも美味しいですよ。
Changing the subject, eh? I continued to watch the study session as I took the ohagi Shigure handed me. They absolutely weren't studying. I really did not think this was studying in the slightest. At the very least, it seemed fundamentally different from the sort of studying I knew. I started to wonder if leaving this up to her was really a good idea.
ほら兄様見てください。このスタンプ可愛くないですか？試しにしぐれが作ってみたのですが、それなりに結構人気あるんですよ。
What? How? Huh? Chalk and vanilla? And our bakery uniforms? On the screen were super deformed images of chocolate and vanilla. There were some of them holding signs or sleeping, but all of them did seem quite cute. I'll go put them up on 2channel, get some publicity. I don't really know much about Lime, though. What? But it definitely was true that as mascot characters, they could sell. You've always had many strange talents, haven't you?
陰ながら少しでも兄様のお店を広められればと思いまして。兄様はお菓子作りの際はあっても、そういう商売気質ではありませんからね。
Shigure had always been really knowledgeable about the internet. Oh, so Lime is a... Okay, so it is... What is it, like DeviantArt? It was true, I did find our sudden increase in customers on our second day mysterious. Is she part of, like, a mafia group? Because I have family members that are. Now it made sense to me why a lot of customers said they heard about us on the internet. Or on Twitter. You already said tweets, what the...
これも 妹めの愛にございます。褒めてくださいますか?
It's not exactly, like, if you ask to be praised, it's not exactly going to be as, well, yeah, thanks for your help. I really appreciate it. Pat, pat.
しぐれは兄様になでなでしてもらうの大好きです。
With a pampered voice, Shigure closed her eyes and smiled happily. It's like she's trained to be a narrator. It was really a big help to have a little sister who was quick on the uptake. To show my gratitude to this small central figure, I rubbed her head.
まあ、困った時はだいたい110に電話すれば大丈夫らしいわよ。
Just in general? Like, when there's minor trouble?
ちなみに、命が危ないっぽい時は119ね。これだけ覚えとけば大丈夫。
Interesting. So they have two? One for, just general problems and one for medical problems? Because, I mean, here we have 999, in the States it's 911. And this is a reverse of that.
メイプルちゃん、スマホが明日は雨だって言ってる。ジメジメするって。虫がね、その、精子を、
Oh, so that's the difference between them. No, okay. I was wondering what the difference between those, say she or say ki was. So that's it.
あ、違う。だからね。
Well, it's basically the same thing.
それで、めしべのね、あそこに、あれして、妊娠っていうか。
Like a piston. Something's really wrong. So this is... Oh my gosh, yeah, the character must be in heat.
虫が代わりにエッチするの？代理エッチ？
She's not...
エッチとか恥ずかしいこと言っちゃダメ。
Oh, wow.
人の女の子は恥じらいを持たなきゃダメなんだよ。
Cinnamon should really not go out in public.
そんなこと言うなんて。
So it is the case. So Cinnamon looks at Vanilla that way, eh?
シナモンよだれがパない。ふきふき。
Oh, the chair's gotten wet. So, I have to ask you this, but... Is having a bell really good enough qualification for girls, or for cat girls to go out by themselves?
我が家の猫たちは皆優秀な猫たちです。猫たちの反省会は私がやっておきますゆえ、ご安心くださいませ。そしてこんなこともあろうかと、ここに鈴間にある虎の巻を持ってまいりました。兄様も
Isn't that cheating?
ショコラとバニラの飼い主としてこちらを読んで頑張ってくださいませ。
Oh, okay. It's for me. As their owner, I'll do my best. So she was expecting this. Even I was suckered into thinking she was just playing around. I went back to watching the cat girl's dead-end study session. Oh gosh.
Nekopara.
The phone bill! Oh, yeah, the game made the same joke. Alright, all that's left is filling for the apple pie. I remember this as I ran my finger down the prep sheet to confirm. I looked at the clock and saw it was past 9 o'clock. Although studying for the bell exam took up my time, I still had enough energy to do preparations on the day off.
ご主人様、見てください。ついに私たちは猫の限界を超えた。完璧。
They've achieved nirvana. You sure got that quick.
それはご主人様への愛ゆえでございます。
What?
それはご主人様への愛ゆえでございます。
You don't need to mimic Shigure. Shigure and the others were gone, but it hadn't been more than 2 hours since they started their independent study. I suppose they were now able to do multiplication or something.
ご主人の今の顔、私たちが割り算を覚えた程度だと思ってた。
Well, I mean, clearly, whereas with human children, like I said, it takes multiple years for them to learn to do anything. These, it takes a couple months. So there's no telling. It's like that quote about the Japanese. What occupied England more than 500 years took them a matter of 60. I don't think anything's impossible with them. Close. I didn't go that far ahead. I stayed silent so as not to dampen their spirits.
ご主人様、ちょっと喉をゴロゴロしてください。ショコラは猫の喜びをポーカーフェイスで我慢してみせますよ。
Not heard any purring yet. Like this? Goro goro goro.
ゴロゴロゴロゴロ。
Ah, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work.
いやー、しょうがないじゃないですか。大好きなご主人様ですもん。誰にでもゴロゴロ言う安い猫だと思わないでください。ショコラ、喉元なでなで。ゴロゴロゴロゴロゴロ。
That didn't work at all. She did that even with vanilla. What exactly is she trying to show off to me?
じゃあバニラだってやってみてよ。できるの？私は余裕に決まってる。猫魂も通じない弾力。
Ow! I forgot I was wearing rings.
カモンご主人、好きにしてごらん。
I'm gonna punch you? Okay, how about like this then? Goro goro goro. It's like they're in pain or about to explode. Goro 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 goro.
見てご主人様、バニラの尻尾がピーンって。
Sheepa. So that's the word for tail, eh?
天をつく勢いでピーン。バニラめっちゃ喜んでるよ。
Pierce the heavens.
違う、それは言うなれば、ショコラが近くにいるからその愛であって。
That's gross. You'll probably be near her during the test too, you know. I couldn't shake the fact this was an excuse out of her. Given Vanilla's quietness, she was honestly trying not to lose to chocolate.
今のはたまたま失敗しただけなんです。
Maybe you should stop learning division and start learning self-control.
他のテストも試してみてください。絶対に大丈夫ですから。そう。他のはすべて合格ラインだから大丈夫。この猫殺しのテスト項目、
Killer?
全部試してくれればいいと思う。
From this list. Huh. I scanned over the questions from the previous test in the cheat sheet. There really were a lot of questions about various cackle behaviors. Okay, why don't we go in order from the top?
任せてください。ご主人様の猫ですから。Don't worry.
Don't worry, this. Okay then. Resist sniffing test failed. By the way, what these fingers touched earlier was blue cheese. That's gross.
うにゃー。
I just had a Vietnam flashback to the last time I was near blue cheese. Okay, you failed the Fleshman response. Or Flechman. Flemen? What? Response test as well. Okay, next. Hold on.
うにゃー。
Let's just slap him? Oh.
ご主人。
Cats don't like loud noises, so.
何するの？シュー。
So they do hiss. Clapping in the face test also failed. So how do you let them know then when it's okay to just act like cats? Or what? Are they supposed to weed the cat out of them? Are they trying to make them more human? Is this what the society is doing? Are they trying to, like, I don't know, socially evolve these things? These abominations? These sins against science? I like how even her eyelashes are blue. Feather test, her feather lure test failed. Catnip? Is that catnip? Yep. I remember when I give Angel catnip, Kiko, I don't remember what Kiko would do with catnip, or Silver, or Zipper before that. But Angel, she loved catnip. And I remember we had this thing that had like a little divot around the outside of it with a little ball in it. You could spin the ball around. She'd spin the ball around and play with it. But on the inside there was this cardboard mesh thing with little holes in it, and you just put catnip in there and move it around. And Angel would go nuts! Like, she would just rub her head into it and start rolling around on it. And of course her fur then would be covered in catnip. And her eyes would just like glaze over. I was like, are we enabling a drug habit here? But I guess they don't have to worry about responsibility, so... Catnip test also failed. Well, how would you expect them to not fail that? We can't even pass, like, normal drug tests if you give someone, like, hard meth. They're not going to be able to... I mean, of course, we have the ability to just say, no thanks, to it, but, if it's, like, forced into them, they're going to be stuck with that addiction as well. I love the face, with the, smelling the blue cheese. That's a gross thing to say. Ow! Their first time on catnip, and they're basically little drunks. This is their first time. Will they really be fine after all this? Well, it's the first day anyways. I'll just leave it at that, yeah. Goodness. Come on, if you're gonna sleep, do it in your bed. Up, they're trucking. They're talking like drunks. It's more like hard drugs, not alcohol. You two really are a pain. Come on, let's go. I've got a grip on you, so stand up. In fact, they can talk really does make this weird. This is not good at all. I can't help but feel this is bad. I thought about this as I carried the two drunken cat girls to their bed. After that, I threw myself completely into reading those cheat sheets. I can't wait to see what this... what happened to us? Sleep in our pajamas?
Nekopara.
Ah, you dressed him. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end this episode. Because I have other stuff to do today. So, I have to work on a report. A report on Edward Said's Orientalism, which I love. Like, I'm enjoying doing work on this. It's just I don't want to do a report on it. I like reading it, I just don't like doing schoolwork for it. Speaking of which, on my Said class, I was the only person in that entire class that actually wanted to be in that class. Everybody else, everybody else was forced into it because all the classes they wanted to be in were full. So, and they all waited till like the last second. But name that Orientalism. So, I'm the only person that actually wants to be in that class. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. And in the meanwhile, I'll upload this and another one of the Skyrim episodes today. You know, I have like hours of Skyrim already recorded that I haven't even edited yet. Like, I only have 2 more episodes that I've edited, and I edited them a couple weeks ago. So I really need to go and continue editing the Skyrim stuff, because I've done a lot. So I'll get on that. But yeah. Alright, so that's it for this. See you next time.